No, he literally woke up one morning and he goes, I picked a baby out with God. And I said,
That is
you picked a baby? What do you mean you picked a baby out with God? He goes, yeah, last night I picked a baby out with God. Go ahead, you start.
So we start off with fertility treatments, a couple different procedures throughout the years. We got to the point where we weren't sure if we wanted to continue fertility treatments because it's not great for the health of the woman, and just kind of got a little nervous about that.
Not having kids was never an option for us because we both wanted to have children, so badly. And thankfully, we both come from families that have been touched by adoption. So my youngest brother and sister are adopted, and his oldest brother is adopted. So our families were very supportive of our journey, and we were familiar with that process, at least to some extent. We've always wanted to adopt, but we didn't think it would be the primary source of becoming parents. But God had a different plan for us. So we turned to Catholic Charities after we had a miscarriage, and worked with them to get kind of everything rolling as quickly as possible. And one of the things I've learned through this process is to be as open as possible to any baby that would come your way. I always said, I can't say I want a baby, but not that baby. We were very open to any child that God had planned for us, which led us to Milo becoming available and we got the call several weeks after our profile and everything was finalized and we were officially on the waiting list. And he was born October 13th. So we had just become a waiting family in September. So we didn't have to wait too long with him. And then he went into foster care at first for 5 weeks while everything was finalized on the birth family's side. And we were able to bring him home in November, right before Thanksgiving. His adoption placement day is November 20th, which is National Adoption Day, which is really special to us because we were able to become parents for the first time. I said the placement day when you first hold them is even more special than you can imagine because you've worked so hard for that baby, you've waited so long and you prayed so hard for them that to see all that come true is really a miracle. And one of my fears, I think, when we started the adoption process was, the birth family and the open adoptions and things like that. I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. I wasn't sure what to expect. You don't know what you're getting into when you're going into the process. But we have a very wonderful, beautiful open adoption with both the boys' families. But Milo's birth family was, our first experience with an open adoption, and they were so welcoming and wonderful and lovely and better than we can imagine. And people will ask me all the time, how does it feel? Like, what does it feel like? And I said, it feels like more family to love your kid.
It's family. Yeah.
They're just part of your family. You inherit all of them, everybody, all the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, everybody that's there to love your child. The more the merrier, in our opinion. So we've been really blessed with these open adoptions. And then we thought we'd be set with just one. I was a little bit nervous to jump back into the process again. But when Milo, as soon as he could talk, started asking for another baby, he wanted a baby brother. I want a baby brother. And I said, honey, we went through the whole thing. Babies can't grow mommy's belly. And so when we got the call that there was a baby that was about to be born that didn't have a placement, I just knew Milo had said he had picked out a baby with God that night. And we got the call the next morning saying that we popped into the social worker's head that morning, and she couldn't believe, she said, I haven't talked to you in years, and your names just popped into my head. I have a baby that needs a placement, and it was Hudson. And I said, well, we have to say yes. Milo picked this baby out with God last night, according to him. What happened?
I came downstairs one morning, and I said that I had picked out a baby with God. And my mom was like, Mom, I can't have babies. And maybe you just had a dream? And I was like, no, because you're not going to have the baby. Birth mom's going to have a baby.
And then that day, what happened? I said, well,
And
I
then-
don't know.
So then she was like, I don't know. And then she went to work, and then she got a call from somebody, and she said, we have this baby that needs a home, and we're going to see if you want it.
That was the same day, huh?
And that was the same day.
And who was that baby?
H-E-E everywhere.
This baby. It was our Hudson. He was born shortly after, and he also went into foster care for the 5 weeks until all of the paperwork was done and signed, and then we were able to bring him home on in May, actually, right before Mother's Day. But he was born April 6th.
Hudson,
You
tell
sit
her
down,
how many
please.
goals you scored at soccer today.
One goal?
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you running super hard?
So
Yeah.
fast.
Words cannot express the joy that the boys have brought into our lives.
We're so incredibly grateful for everyone at Catholic Charities, for the birth families we've worked with, for our own families, for this amazing journey, and we feel gratitude every single day for Milo and Hudson and for the gift that adoption has been in our lives.